Happy thought! The world is so full of a number of things, I'm sure we should all be as happy as kings. Milkweed seed, as white as milk, as soft as silk, and hundreds close together, they sail away on an autumn day when windy is the weather. Who has seen the wind? Who has seen the wind? Neither you nor I. When the trees bow down their heads, the wind is passing by. Little maid, pretty maid, whither goest thou? Down in the forest to milk my cow. Shall I go with thee? No, not now. When I send for thee, then come thou. Lavenders blue, dilly dilly, lavenders green. When I am a king, dilly dilly, you shall be queen. Little girl, where have you been? Gathering roses to give to the queen. Little girl, what gave she you? She gave me a diamond as big as my shoe. A frog he would go a wooing go. Hey ho, says the Rowley, whether his mother would let him or no, with the Rowley, Powley, gammon, and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley. So off he set with his opera hat. Hey ho, says Rowley. And on the road he met with a rat, with a Rowley, Powley, gammon, and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley. Pray, Mr. Mat Rat, will you go with me? Hey ho, says Rowley. Pretty Miss Mousie for to see, with a Rowley, Powley, gammon, and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley. They came to the door of Mousie's hall. Hey ho, says Rowley. They gave a loud knock and they gave a loud call, with a Rowley, Powley, gammon, and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley. Pray, Miss Mouse, are you within? Hey ho, says Rowley. Oh yes, kind sirs, I'm sittin' to spin, with a Rowley, Powley, gammon, and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley. Pray, Miss Mouse, will you give us some beer? Hey ho, says Rowley. For Froggy and I are fond of good cheer, with a Rowley, Powley, gammon, and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley. Pray, Mr. Frog, will you give us a song? Hey ho, says Rowley. Let it be something that's not very long, with a Rowley, Powley, gammon, and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley. Indeed, Miss Mouse, replied the frog. Hey ho, says Rowley. A cold has made me as hoarse as a dog, with a Rowley, Powley, gammon, and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley. Since you have a cold, Mr. Frog, Mousie said. Hey ho, says Rowley. I'll sing you a song that I've just made, with a Rowley, Powley, gammon, and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley. But while they were all a merry making, hey ho, says Rowley, a cat and her kittens came tumbling in, with a Rowley, Powley, gammon, and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley. The cat, she seized the rat by the crown. Hey ho, says Rowley. The kittens, they pulled the little mouse down, with a Rowley, Powley, gammon, and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley. This put Mr. Frog in a terrible fright. Hey ho, says Rowley. He took up his hat and he wished them good night, with a Rowley, Powley, gammon, and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley. But as Froggy was crossing over a brook, hey ho, says Rowley, a lily-white duck came and gobbled him up, with a Rowley, Powley, gammon, and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley. So there was an end of 1, 2, 3. Hey ho, says Rowley. The rat, the mouse, and the little froggy, with the Rowley, Powley, gammon, and spinach. Hey ho, says Anthony Rowley.